Problem right now. The icing problem is going to get worse, but we're talking about a ton of rain overnight tonight, so we also have flooding concerns as we head toward tomorrow. There are flood watches in effect from the National Weather Service for all of Vermont and northern New York. But I want to show you what the radar situation is all about. This really does tell the tale tonight. We throw this thing into motion, and things have really lightened up for us. If you're looking out your window and you're thinking, there's not much in the way of, anything going on. We had a little rain earlier. Looks like there's no big deal. Look at this back to the west. This is rain. This is rain that means business, and it goes well off this weather map down to the south and off to the west a little bit. I'll tell you what, we're going to give you some details of what has happened in some of the places where the rain has been. Tennessee has been walloped. Some bridges have been wiped out. Not suggesting that's going to happen here, but we're thinking maybe an inch of rain overnight tonight by tomorrow morning. And when that rain falls on ground that's at 30 degrees, 29, 28, you're going to have a major icing problem. That's what we're thinking about. So we'll give you all the details you need coming up in the weather segment in just a little bit. Problem is, high today was 29, the low 26. Freezing in between those two temperatures. We've had some light rain. Most of it was light today, but when it freezes on contact, it doesn't much matter. It's going to build up. And that's exactly what's been going on. Now take a look at the temperatures. You've got to go down toward Rutland and Glens Falls before you get into a temperature regime that's above the freezing mark. As you come to the north, look at this, Middlebury right on the line. I know they've seen a bunch of ice today. Then you get into Westport, Burlington, Plattsburgh, St. Albans, Montreal, and again, the closer people to the Canadian border, that's where the real icing has occurred so far. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. This is actually the weather map we looked at a couple of minutes ago from the Storm Center. Here is storm number one, or kind of a block of precipitation. It's working its way on out of here, but this stuff definitely means business. Tennessee, bridges out. A house was already washed away, believe it or not, because of the amount of rain. I don't think we're talking about that much rain, but this stuff is going to work its way in here. Figure the next maybe 2.5 hours with a lot of rain coming down and very cold temperatures. We've got some significant icing, to say the least. Where's the cutoff? Well, we're going to find it in the St. Lawrence Valley, the Champlain Valley, down toward Rutland. Rutland may be a little bit of ice, but the main event will be north of that. 5-day forecast, including tonight into tomorrow, the very important times, comes up next.